So let's keep going. Let's actually print hello world on the terminal. So to use the printf functionality, we need the stdio standard io.h header file. So we use the greater than, less than brackets because it's a standard file. We include it, we put it at the top. In our main, we use the printf function. It takes 2 arguments, but we can also just use 1 argument. And let's put the string hello world. So we're putting in the text and in quotes, which tells the compiler that this is a string. And now we can save this. This is our program. We can also indent here if you want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times on the space button, just to give it that cleaner formatting. So what's going to happen is this is going to open and read, and it's going to say hello world. There's one problem. The computer and the processor is going to be so quick that we might not see this program execute before it shuts itself down. So let's add some delay here. So in order to hang the program for a little bit, I'm going to use the get character function. This will prompt the user to click something. So it'll print hello world and then it'll wait. And then when we press something, it'll just execute and return. This is just for testing purposes. Now we need to actually compile this. And if you're just starting, you probably don't have a compiler. Let's use the Windows PowerShell. Let's right click and run this, and let's install something called Chocolatey, and this Chocolatey platform will help us install what we need. Copy and paste this in and press enter. Now we can call choco, the command choco, from the PowerShell, but we may need to shut down and restart the PowerShell prior to using choco. So let's do that. Now we can use the choco command. So let's install mingw. Yes, we didn't run as administrator, so that's why it's asking. So let's wait for the install. The download is complete. Go as an administrator. Now we can use the choco command, and let's install mingw. Looks like we have to run the script, so yes. Great, so now we have the package installed. We type in pwd, it's basically the print the working directory. We can see where we are. We have the file on the desktop, so we have to navigate to the desktop. There's another way of doing it. You can click on you can click here, right click, and here it is. Let's copy the place, and this way we quickly navigated to the desktop. So if we print the working directory, we're at the desktop. If I do ls, it'll show me everything that's on the desktop, kind of in a list. And now let's run the compile command. So gcc is the compiler, -o is the compile flag we're going to use. There are different ways to compile. We're going to compile with the -o, and let's call our executable file as my C program.exe, and I think I have dashes and spaces, so I'm gonna have to enclose it in a dash. There we go. Let's try that. Okay, so if you can't use GCC, let's try and turn off the PowerShell again, see if that fixes it. So if you type in clear, you can clear the terminal if you think it's cluttered. And let's try and run let's just call it my C program.exe, and this one was called my C program.c. And this is the name of the file that we want to compile. This is what we want the name to be after we've compiled. This is the flag, the -o flag. There are, I think, 3 or 4 different ways of compiling. I think, don't quote me on that, but we're using this flag, and we're using the GCC command. So let's try this. Okay, so it can't find, so let's list again. Okay, let's not do that. You can press Control-C if you're caught in an endless loop. So let me just see. Oh, so we're not in. So if you're starting up the terminal again, you have to CD to the right place. So let's do that. And then you can use the arrow keys to find a list of the previous commands, so you don't have to type it out again. And enter. And we just compiled, and it appeared here. So when I double click on this, we should get a new terminal window. And that was quick. The program just executed. Maybe you caught it. So let me just edit this again, see what Okay, so we need to get char, and we need to save this. So for some reason, the get char command didn't save. So we just have to recompile, and that's easy. Just do the arrow key up, and we can do it again. And it's recompiled. Here it is, and here it is. Here's our program. It's waiting for our input, but it says hello world in the terminal. So I can click enter, and that was our executable. This process is a little clumsy, so let's take a look at an IDE, an integrated development environment, and we're going to be using code blocks. So in the next video, we'll go over installing code blocks and linking code blocks to our compiler and running code from there.